Alright, hi guys, it's TS Rules here. Today I'm doing a commentary over the new game mode Turned and the new map Die Rise. Well, newish map Die Rise and newish game mode Turned. And we'll start with, got gameplay Turned in the background here, and we'll start the commentary on that. Essentially, the idea of this mode is to become the human and get as many points as possible. And you do that by killing the zombies with the various weapons you get. And essentially, you start the map, everyone starts as a zombie, you're looking for the cure bottle, whoever gets that first becomes the human, and then you start with the executioner, you get a kill, you get the M216, then you kill again, the M27, then the chicken, then the Cap 40, then the M1, 9, 11 if you get all the way through. I don't think you win the game if you get all the guns, but I haven't been able to find out, to be honest. I've been looking, I can't see it's mentioned anywhere, so I presume you just restart. And you just rack up points for getting kills, and you carry on doing that until you get killed by a zombie, and you become a zombie again, and you have to try and become the human again. And that's all there is to it. So it's essentially a bit like gun game, but a lot worse. The map's absolutely tiny. I don't really understand why you'd want to put it on this map. You only have 4 players, so there's only 3 zombies. The zombies move stupidly fast. You can see through walls. Your swipe attack kills on 1, and yeah, it's pretty easy to kill the human. Basically, you want to wait till they're reloading, not reloading, changing gun, and then you kill them because there's absolutely nothing they can do. Or if you see a zombie going, to the left of them and they're a building, you go to the right of them and they're just cornered, and there's not much they can do at all. So I don't really like it. It's a good idea, but it's poor execution in my opinion. It's not, I was looking forward to it, but it's really not that good, which is a real shame, because it's had the potential to be good. It's got some power-ups in it. You get the nuke. Whoever gets that first, basically, if you're a zombie and you get the nuke, you become the human, and everyone else dies. If you're the human, you get the nuke, all the zombies die. You can get a max ammo if you're the human. Obviously, you know what that does. You can get double points. And there's also a new symbol monkey thing you can get. I think it's called a symbol monkey. But essentially, unlike the monkey bomb where all the zombies went towards it, obviously they won't do that because they're human controlled, so it creates a decoy of yourself, which I haven't actually got, but I presume it just stands still and they see that through the wall while you go to another part of the map, so you can, hide for a few moments. But yeah, it's not great, unfortunately. I don't understand why they couldn't have used, like they have 8 players in the grief mode, which again I don't personally like, but why they couldn't have used those 8 players for this mode. It would have been a lot better, 1 human against 7 zombies, but of course then I don't know how it would work because zombies move so quickly. It's already hard enough, so that would have been absolutely insane, but it would have been better in my opinion. But hopefully they can expand on this though in the future. Now they've finally got you can actually play as zombies, which is a great idea. Hopefully maybe the next map pack, or well, that's already out for Xbox, maybe the one after that, they could have a game mode where there's 4 zombies and normal zombies against 4 people, and the people have to try and escape out the map by unlocking the doors, and the zombies have to try and kill them. 5-minute round, maybe 10-minute round, 5 minute, something like that, and then they swap over as the round ends, and the zombies become the humans become the zombies, and then you just win by whoever gets the most kills or whoever escapes. And I think that would be a lot more interesting. It would be a lot better. It probably wouldn't be that hard to implement either, so hopefully they do something like that in the future, because it would be a lot better than this in my opinion. But it's a start. So anyway, moving on to the Die Rise map. So I was never actually planning doing a commentary over this map. This video was supposed to just be about the turned game mode, but I really didn't enjoy it, so I thought I'm going to have to do something else. I'm going to have to look at this map. I didn't particularly want to originally, because I don't like any of the maps in Black Ops 2. They just don't interest me. They're all, in my opinion, really boring. They're not very well made at all. They're transit looked interesting, but it's done very poorly in my opinion. It's not at all what I expected to do when I saw the trailer. The survival maps are just locations where the bus goes. You've already played them. You've played transit. They don't interest me at all, unfortunately. The grief mode I think is very poorly done. Again, like Turned, it could have been, and hopefully in the future it will be a lot better. But it's just not very good in my opinion. The Nuketown map's okay, but it's not as good as the maps of Black Ops 1 or World of War, but I'm happy to say that this one is, and it's probably my favourite map in all honesty. You know, so I'm really glad I did play it, because I knew nothing about it at all before this map. I didn't even know the name of the fucking thing. But it's just such a good map. It's the 14th zombie map in the series. It's set in China, post-apocalyptic China. It's the first zombie map with true verticalness. You know, it's got loads of drops, loads of elevators everywhere you can go in, loads of big leaps. So if you fell, then you fall to your death, that kind of thing. It's just absolutely brilliant. It's the most explorable one, in my opinion, by a long way. It has 6 perk machines, and of course the pack-a-puch. Now, 5 of those perk machines and the pack-a-puch are all in random elevators, and what they do is they move up and down during while you're playing. So you could be in one place sorry, you could be in one place where you expect them to be, but they're actually on the floor above or the floor below, and you can't access them at that point, and that's really, really cool. The only one that stays in the same place every time you play it is the revive one. That's always in the first elevator you'll come to when you open the first door, just to the left there. And if you actually take the path to the left instead of going straight forwards, you find another elevator which will either have the new perk Who's Who, which we'll come to in a minute, or the speed cola, one or the other. And if it's got one in, then the other one is in the elevator underneath it. But the Who's Who, I don't actually get it in this gameplay, unfortunately, but I've read up a lot about it, and essentially, if you get downed, I presume you need quick revive as well, by the way, I'm not completely sure, but if you get downed, you become a doppelganger or a clone of yourself. And if you revive yourself before you die, you keep all your perks apart from the Who's Who, and you carry on. And you keep your weapons, all that kind of thing. If not, though, you carry on as the doppelganger, you keep your points, and you just have the starting gun. So it's a really good idea, and I'm glad they put it in. It's just a shame I didn't actually get to use it. I would have liked to, seen how that worked, but I'll use it at some point, I'm sure. And the first part of this, as you can see on the screen, I'm building one of the buildables, one of the 2 new buildables, and that is called the trample-stream. Essentially, it throws you to places that you couldn't normally reach, which is really cool. It throws zombies as well, so you can you can put it where they're going to come, and it will just throw them back, and it will either kill them if they get thrown off the edge, or if it's in a room and it throws them against a wall, what happens is they disappear and they respawn as a fully healed zombie. So it doesn't actually kill them, but it buys you a bit of time. And it's a really good buildable. It only takes 4 parts. If you have a team. If you have a team of 4 of you, you can build this within the first 2 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. As you could see in this, what I did, because there's only one of me, I have to do the same thing 4 times. I drop down from the first floor, and then you drop down again. You get to where you build it. You add the part. You go on top of the quick revive elevator. You go at the top. You grab another part, and you do the same thing again. And what I'll do at the end of this video, I'll show you the locations of where all the 4 parts are for that and for the other buildable, so you'll see where they are. Of course, some of them have 2 locations, so I won't show you all of them, but you'll see where they are in general, and that should help you out quite a lot. But we'll move on to the second buildable now, and that is called the sliquifier, and this is the new wonder weapon in this map. And essentially what this does, it fires an unknown purple liquid thing that makes the zombies slide all over the place, and you slide all over the place. When I first saw this gun in a multiplayer map, I didn't know how you built it or anything, but he had it, and what he did, he fired the purple stuff, and the zombies all slipping all over the place, and I slid down an elevator shaft, but thankfully the elevator was just there. It was quite funny, but it's really cool. It's my favourite wonder weapon by far. It's essentially like the Wonder Ruffle, whatever it was called. It can chain kills, and this one has the potential to kill every zombie in the map all in one shot if you get it right. So what you want to do is, I'll have images on the screen of this happening. Well, I'll have the video of this happening while I'm talking over it. Is you want all the zombies to be as close together as possible. You shoot the first one, and then they all just slide into it, and they all die. It's absolutely hilarious, and it's really, really useful. It's a one-hit kill you know, till round 100. I mean, I don't know why they bothered with that, because I don't know, you know, it takes so long to get there that it doesn't really, it's not going to affect most people in any way, shape or form. But it's such a great weapon, and I recommend building that as quickly as possible. And what happens is, when you build this weapon, only one person can have it at a time, because I think originally on Xbox everyone could get it, but now only one person can have it. And you build it, the person who gets it, they're the one who has it, obviously. And if they lose it or die, it appears in the random weapon box. So if they trade it for another weapon, anyone can get it from that random weapon box, but only one person can have it at a time. That's essentially how it works, and it's insanely useful. Unfortunately, in this playthrough, I don't actually go to the random weapons box, but that's just the same as normal. There you get the ray gun, and you know, you get all the normal guns in there, but no other wonder weapon than this one. And you can of course upgrade them with the pack-a-puch as normal, but you can't upgrade the you can't pack-a-punch the sliquifier, unfortunately, because presumably they decided to be way too powerful, which it probably would, to be fair. There's also new zombies or new creatures called minions that, you know, like the hellhounds or hounds from previous zombie maps. They've originally appear in rounds 5 to 7, and after that they appear every 3 to 5 rounds. They have random spawns. You can only have 2 at once per person. That's the maximum. So if you've got 4 of you, you can have 8 per alive person, I should say. So if you have 4 of you and 2 of you are dead at that time, you can only have 4 of them out. I'm not sure. Having said that, I'm not sure if they kill the other people. Presumably they still stay there until they die. But then once you've killed, you know, the extra ones, there can only possibly be 4 at that point, because there's only two people alive. And they can teleport short distances. They're really fucking annoying. You know, when you try and kill these things, they are incredibly irritating. They're fairly easy to kill, to be fair. I mean, what I tended to do is try to get them quite close to me and then shoot them, and because they stand still at that point, so they're a bit easier. Because they can walk at the walls, they can do shit like that. They walk on the ceiling, the walls. They can just go fucking everywhere. But the really cool thing about these are, if you kill them with 100% accuracy, you get a random perk, and obviously you get the max ammo like you normally would, plus 2,000 points. And I actually do this in this video that I'm putting up at the moment. I use the trample-stream to kill them, and that kills them in 1, and that's a really good tactic, because basically if you use the trample-stream to kill them without firing any shots, you know, that's 100% accuracy, because you're not firing any shots, and you get the free perk. Or the other way to do it is, of course, getting the Bowie knife, or those electric knuckle things that I've never got, which sound really cool. You buy them and you just hit them with the melee, because obviously that way, again, you can't possibly miss. So you do it those ways, and you get the free perk, which is really cool. I like the fact they've done that. There's also another secret Easter egg music song in this. I don't actually get it in this, but it's again like you've done before. You find the free teddies, you press, I think it's square on them or X, something like that, and then once you've done it to all 3, it plays the song. So that's pretty cool. I've heard it, but unfortunately I wasn't recording at the time, and it was a good song. And it's just the same as you'd expect, really. You've essentially just got to turn the power on, and then when you turn that power on, it opens up some of the elevators that you can't get through originally, which is pretty cool. And then you can end up going on top of them, you get to the roof and that kind of thing, and you just go. It's just such a good map. You can go all over the place. There's 10 weapons on the wall, and this one 14 things on the wall in total, but 10 weapons, so that's pretty cool as well. But yeah, it's an amazing map. I'm really glad that they've finally got a decent map in Black Ops 2, because I really didn't like any of the maps at the beginning, but this one is absolutely incredible. And from what I've heard, the one that Xbox players already have, you know, the second map pack, is really good as well, which is great. So we've finally got some decent zombie maps, which is absolutely fantastic, and hopefully in the future we'll have a good turned game mode, because it's not good at the moment. Hopefully they can really improve on that. And yeah, it's just the zombies is definitely getting good again. I really didn't like it at all when I originally got Black Ops 2, but this is absolutely brilliant. I'm really happy with what they've done here. So thank you for watching this commentary, and for the last section I'm just going to show you the location of where I found the 4 parts for the trample-stream and the 4 parts for the sliquifier. So here are the parts for the trample-stream, and here are the parts for the sliquifier. I thought I'd just end this video showing you guys how this game eventually ended. So right here I jump across this gap, hit the trample-stream, I don't realise I've hit it, and I'm still holding forward, fall down the gap, lose everything, and yeah, I don't really recover from that situation, and it ends shortly afterwards. But thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
You sure that's fit for humans?